Hey guys, um, I don't know if you can hear me, but I hope so, because I don't talk very loud, as it is, and there's a lot of traffic here. But I can only make these videos when I am able to, so I'm sorry. Just bear with me. If it's really bad, I won't post it, or you know. I just stepped in a puddle. This sucks. Look, it's snow. It's snow. You know how I feel about snow? I don't like it. I don't get to enjoy snow. It just hinders my life. Anyway, this snow is mixed with rain, so I just stepped in water. A big puddle of water. Like, the fuck? Anyway, at least it's not 8 degrees like last week or whatever. It's cold as fuck. I don't like it here. It's too cold, man. I'm not used to winter that cold. 8 degrees, 5 degrees. Feels like below zero. What? No. That's not living conditions. That's dying conditions. But yeah. So at least my skin is kind of adapted to that. I have really, really white skin, really pale skin that works well with the cold, but it's just I don't like it. But it is what it is. It was a big sacrifice. It was one of those things I did not want to deal with, and I knew about it beforehand, before coming. So I already, that's my fault. But I'm gonna have to try and scream now, if I can, because for some reason this earbud amplifies all the noise in the background, and my voice can't be heard. So that makes sense. But anyway, yeah. So I wanted to say that it's Christmas Eve. I work both of my jobs today. Thank God one of the residents was kind enough to not have me clean his room today. His room, I call it a room. It feels like a hotel. When you're working there, it feels different. But it's somebody's home. They live there. But, his apartment. So he was like, oh, no, don't worry about it. Take a rest. Take your time. Something like that. But it kind of reminded me of my grandmother saying stuff like that. And she'd always be like, I'm sorry, I'm just emotional today. Like, I felt really emotional the whole day. And holding in all those emotions for so long. But yeah, he reminded me of my grandmother that used to say that. Because of all the crap that I used to go through, and I was so tired all the time. I guess from the yelling and screaming in my house and the abuse and chaos. But yeah, that reminded me of her. And it's Christmas, and I don't have my grandparents anymore. Like, I did not have them, but it feels lonely. Those were the Christmases I really enjoyed when my grandparents were alive. There's a for rent sign. I'm gonna call that sign because I gotta get out of there. I gotta find a way to get my own apartment, and get my son. But right now I'm still backed up because of my situation with the car. breaking down right when I right when I landed in the place that I was running from. Like, that's when it decided to break down on me. But it's not an accident. I already said in another video on how my ex-husband tampered with my car to put it in that condition. Again, so it wasn't just this time. It was another time that I came last year, and I was trying to settle in, to move here. But he was creating a lot of chaos and confusion as well. And the place that he was renting from, I find out that he really just tried to convince me to come because he wanted rent money. I'm not kidding you. Like, he wanted rent money because he was about to lose his house. It wasn't an apartment. This was an actual nice house. It was a 2-bedroom. No, it was a 3-bedroom house. And he lost it. And then he goes and tells the kids that he lost it because I wouldn't help him pay the rent. Okay? The rent of someone I'm divorced from. And he and he took the kids and all that and told the court that he was gonna support them and all that. So I have a lot to go against him. And he decided to damage my car. Not this isn't a delusion of mine. This is real, because obviously it prevents me from seeing the kids. One, it could cause a problem with my job, which he knew I got a job. It was a new job, and it was gonna cause a problem with my job if I didn't have a car. And couldn't see the kids, and also I can't go to the court without the car, right? I mean, that makes sense. I can't file the motion to appear in court if I don't have a vehicle, so all that makes sense. So I don't know how to prove any of this stuff, like now, but I wish there was some kind of justice, and I know there isn't really anything unless the court is involved. So I have to try as hard as I can to stay here and get through all of this so I could file the court paperwork that I need to file, which I have some things now in this state, so it'll help me to finance the motion I gotta file in the court. I won't have to pay as much as if I didn't live in the state, so that helps. But I'm halfway, maybe almost more than halfway of paid my car, but I still gotta wait for that. I might have to go through a whole winter without the car here, but as long as I'm able to get to work, it'll be okay. But so I asked for help from my family, but I told them what happened in my car, and that my ex-husband was the last person to touch my battery components in the car. So You know, they're like, oh, well, he did that on purpose. And I'm like, okay, well, I know he did. He did. But what does that mean? You're not going to help me? Like, they just, I guess I could understand that kind of point of view that, you know, I keep falling for this guy's words and compromising with me, which he will never do, and that trusting in him. But I don't actually trust him. It's just like I have this, I'm just like conditioned to to do these things. Yeah, that's hard to explain to people that haven't gone through narcissistic abuse, you know, whatever. But yeah, whatever. The point is that I don't have I don't have my vehicle, and it's winter in Michigan. I'm not from Michigan, and I don't like the cold. The way that it is over here is how cold it is. But, you know, and that I'm really helpless by myself. This roommate, I'll never do that again where I have a male roommate. Never ever again. It doesn't work out. I figured that this roommate I wasn't attracted to, so it wouldn't matter, but it ended up being a problem still. And it's like, okay, listen, I need my own place because also I have to have a place for my son, so you know that makes no sense to be rooming with people and going to the court and showing, okay, fine, I'm in the state now and all this, but I don't have an apartment, you know. So that's what I'm working on. I just store for rent, which I'm gonna call. But I have to get the car out first. Okay. I'm just scared because tomorrow's Christmas, and I'm worried that he's gonna cause a scene or not allow me to see my kids and stuff. So I'm gonna Uber myself there and then see what happens, you know. But you know, I'm trying to prepare myself for the worst situation because I know how this person is. But it's not fun. And this is not a fun thing. This is not an easy thing. This people can't just encounter someone that I deal with and be able to handle what I handle, because I've had many years experience doing it. I was brought up and raised in sick people's in a sick family, so I'm very accustomed to this. But I don't want to keep doing this anymore. I don't want to keep fighting for my life, literally, from people that are evil. You know, I'm just fighting to have normalcy. That's the weirdest thing. You know, who goes through that shit? You're fighting just for a normal conversation, a normal situation, a normal Christmas, a normal holiday. This is not something people do. They don't stress about stuff like that. So, I'm just like anticipating the worst, and so I'm now a little emotional. But I have to go now. I'm gonna try to go to this McDonald's, I guess, since I already walked here. And then I gotta go to work again. I'm so tired. I gotta get up somewhat early tomorrow because I want to make sure I get there early to spend the day. Because then the next day I gotta work again. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just. Please pray for me that I at least see them. That I at least get to see them tomorrow. That's all I ask. I gotta go because I gotta stop crying and go to the store in this building. Alright.